Guys, it happened. The thing that I was afraid of happened. That's right, the tariffs. And as soon as it was announced by the White House that the tariffs on China, Canada, and Mexico, not really so much China, but mainly Canada and Mexico, were not going to be pushed off for another month, the stock market dipped and we ended down 300 points on Friday. And now, a day later, we finally have it impacting the crypto market, seeing a sea of red, probably going to take us under $100,000 again. But it's the altcoins that have gotten completely thwacked at this as people are unsure about the future of the economy. Now, the only question is it transient or not? I'm hoping it is, and the three countries actually end up resolving something, because if they start basically counter tariffing each other, this could get really ugly really fast. And realistically, as I've said for the last 2 or 3 months, this is the only thing that could really hinder a crypto bull run, outside of like something like FTX, but I don't know of any company that's like FTX right now. This is really the only thing that can hinder a bull run, because this would affect the entire economy in incredibly negative ways for a long time. If a trade war starts, this is basically Trump's tactic of trying to bully people. But if like they don't really submit to the bully and they counter tariff, it's really gonna hurt. It is really gonna hurt like U.S. business and the US economy, and hurt crypto investments as well. As you can see from the pretty much immediate reaction right after these were actually confirmed late yesterday. The stock market down 300 points. Crypto, a lot of the alts actually are lower than they have been in quite some time now, like in a month or two. Still way, way above where they were for, before November. But, losing maybe like a third or possibly a half for some of those coins of what their gains were since then. So essentially, like, not a very, very good piece of news for us. Now, I really hope this gets cleared up really fast. Maybe Canada and Mexico make some like amends and this trade war is averted. The China thing, I don't really think matters all that much, because like Biden had tax levies on China, and also like he also had like a chip ban on China. That doesn't really affect much. But then like the whole like North American trade thing, which has been completely upended, that really surprised some people, and people are basically saying the same thing as a lot of the economists say, that this only really has bad implications for crypto. Now, the whole thing of like manufacturing everything in America, there's a thing in economics called competitive advantage, and it will just cost a lot more to manufacture here. And also, a lot of people are just going to like start manufacturing in other countries that aren't tariffed, like China. They'll move from like China to like Southeast Asia, because labor's even cheaper there. And plus, like a lot of them have already moved like manufacturing from like China to Southeast Asia anyway. So you're not going to get too much manufacturing back in the United States. And I do think like food production and everything is going to be a little bit disrupted by the immigration stuff. But I think the tariff stuff is way, way harder on the economy. So we'll have to see how this works out over the next couple of months. Like I said, I hope there's some kind of solution. I know like Trump is trying to assert his dominance, but Wall Street doesn't give a shit about his dominance, first of all, and neither do investors. And the thing is, like, they just see it as a hindrance on the economy that's going to make inflation go up, because obviously if you have tariffs and they counter tariff, prices actually go up, and it doesn't really help with job production in the US. I don't think any of those jobs, or many of them, are actually coming back, and it's going to result in higher prices. Now, I'm hoping that's just one sudden bump. Like, even if prices go up like 20-25%, like over the course of a month or two, that's fine as long as they stay only above 20-25%. I know for some of you it really sucks, but it's better that it just jumps once for like 20-25% rather than just like having continuous increases and having continuous scares on the economy. So we'll see what actually inflation does over the next 3-4 months. If we see a gradual pattern, that really might be it for the bull market, and the tariffs might have actually killed it. But if we just kind of see like one bump and then like it just flattens out, I think the market will be okay. It'll take a few months to recover, but once it does, we'll start going up again. So That's what I'm really hoping, or I'm just hoping this game of dominance just kind of fizzles out and we just go back to like, the trade agreement that we always had in America, and he doesn't really try to like tariff Europe or something, because that would actually make it even worse. You can't really fight a trade war with the entire world and expect to have great results. You can't expect to push and not have other people push back. And I think like if you start trying to bully everyone, everyone's going to team up on you, even if you are the United States. Because, like you can say we're subsidizing Canada. We're not actually subsidizing Canada. We have a trade deficit with them because Americans consume a lot of stuff. And Canada has a lot of natural resources per capita. Yes, America and Canada are about the same size. I think Canada, in terms of like gas and minerals, actually has more. And there's over 300 million people in the United States versus 30 million in Canada. So they have a lot more extra up there that they can actually send. And we obviously buy from Canada because it's much cheaper to buy from Canada than like overseas because just of the shipping rates. The Mexican stuff, I think just like the climate down there, it makes it like really good to grow some fruits. So each country kind of has like a competitive advantage. The China tariffs, I'm not surprised about because I feel like that was going to happen anyways, regardless if it was Biden or Trump, because Biden still had tariffs on China, and also like he did implement the chip ban, which Trump just extended. So that doesn't surprise me at all. I don't think that really affects it. But this, like the North American tariffs, I think will actually impact it, and it could impact it in a big way. We'll see what happens on Monday, but if we have like a huge fallout in the stock market next week, that's exactly going to be why. And if we have a huge stock market fallout, we might have a huge crypto fallout as well. So I'm hoping for the best, but this is the one way that the bull run could have actually ended without us going up any further. And it looks like these tariff decisions are almost pushing us towards that. I hope it doesn't happen, but we'll just have to hope for the best. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.